JC Yogi, and welcome to my JC Yogi Shalas or studio, little studio. Have you ever really, when you're practicing yoga, find it difficult to, from a downward facing dog, how we can step one foot forward? And it's really quite tricky. Some of us will have to really lift the foot and help, and it's quite deep into the hip flexor, of course. And also remember, when we practice yoga in general, we want to have the strengthen and the lengthen in our body. So that means we want to keep has that hip in a big flexion at the same time when I give this hip a beautiful extension. That's going to help us a lot. Stability through the shoulders, functional anatomy through the hand position, where we call it the hasta bandha, and it's really going to help us to engage. So I'm going to do a couple of things from the downward facing dog first, and I'll demonstrate and I'll talk to you. When we come to Adho Mukha Svanasana, you want to push to the earth, lift your hips up and back. To start to feel those hips, you hover one foot off the ground, not back, not forward, push into the hand, turn the navel, and start to allow that foot to lightly hover off the ground and stop there. And then you switch. I'm taking my left leg, lifting the hips up, the toes pointing towards the wrist, the heel pointing towards the back. Engage your abdomen, keep pushing the hand down, lower for a moment. So now when I transition to step into lunge, warrior, warrior one, and so on, notice how I'm going to really engage those hips up and how I'm going to stack the shoulders over my wrist from here. Once I take the Ika Pada Adho Mukha Svanasana, one-legged dog, I'm going to square my hips, I'm going to engage the quads, the thigh, and the core. Then as I transition forward the right foot, as I bring the right knee in, I start to stack the shoulders, then the foot step lightly. Then I'm already, in a way, in a position where I can come into high lunge. I'm going to show you the second leg. I'm kicking it straight, back and up, the foot down, the left leg goes up, keep your hips nice and square, push into the earth, turn the navel, so the right leg is a little bit bouncy on the spot to engage. Then as my left knee coming in, and take the shoulders to stack, keep those hips up, left foot come forward, then your arms come up. And this is really a good way to activate. It's very strong, very fierce. In some other video, I'll show you how we can use the blocks to help us into stepping these legs forward.